Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yoki Man here. Welcome back to another episode of the Spurs Master League here on PES 2021. Today we're going to take on Bayer Leverkusen, Leeds United and Sheffield United. 2 games in the league, 1 game in the Champions League. Hopefully we can get 3 decent results today, to be honest with you. No mixed bags. I'm recording this back-to-back from the first episode, so I have no idea what the feedback is, but I appreciate you guys for watching it anyway. Anyway, let's get into the game today. Let's pick the lineup for the Bayer Leverkusen game. Bearing in mind now that games will come quick, thick and fast, and we'll need to worry a little bit about fitness. Obviously, Leeds being a newly promoted side, we probably won't have to play a full strength side. I'd like to get a decent result in the Champions League. Right guys, so this will be the squad for today's game against Bayer Leverkusen. They've got a very decent squad, as you can see on their side, but only playing 3 at the back. Gareth Bale is back from injury, and Dele Alli will get his first start, trying him as that shadow striker that we've been playing Lucas Moura as. A big Champions League game then to kick off today's episode against Bayer Leverkusen. This should be no easy game for us, and as we know, Spurs last season had a terrible time in the Champions League. Hopefully it'll be better and different for us, and we can have a decent game today. I'd love to get off the mark and get a win, really. But any points I'll take at this stage. We do have a pretty tough group, Juventus as well, to come up, and I am not looking forward to that game. So it'll be interesting today to see how Bayer Leverkusen play against us. I was definitely expecting a gegenpress, but it looks like at the start here that's not the mindset they're going with. But they're not leaving much space, but they have left Dele some space there, and he gets a shot off, but it will just go wide. Yeah, they're not pressing us very high up the pitch, which is interesting. Playing a little bit more like West Ham, although I have got no doubts in my mind that the pace they've got on the counter-attack is far superior to the West Ham side that we played recently. Bayer Leverkusen now on the attack, and room for Bailey, and he scores. First shot on target. We gave him way too much room, stood off him, and as I said, Bailey, the danger man, getting the first goal there for Bayer Leverkusen. I am not happy on the sideline, and that's a little bit frustrating. But when you give someone that amount of space, they are going to punish you, especially a team of this caliber. I am a fan of Leverkusen. I think they are a very good outfit. And yeah, I mean, just so much room here for Bailey. No one gets touch tight to him. I tried to get across to get the block in, but no chance. 1-0 Bayer Leverkusen. Not the best start to the episode. I won the ball back with Reguilón there, and then managed to find Harry Kane. And I've got a good run going on here now, and I see the man in the middle, Gareth Bale. It didn't drop kindly to Harry Kane there. Bale, though, there, nearly managing to find the back of the net. So we could still be a danger in this game. Just a very frustrating start. And I'm going to find Reguilón again. And what can I do this time? I'm going to whip it across. Harry Kane is in there. He's strong, but just couldn't get to the ball. And then I'll go out for a throw-in. But some good pressure being applied from us at this stage in the game. We need to keep it up. Again, I knew this was going to be a difficult match. All these games in this competition are going to be difficult. And I just have to try and play my best. I can't help but think Reguilón on a major scale has changed how I play this game, because he causes so many issues. What can we do here? I can pull that back, can I? I will find Dele Alli, who hits the post. What a good shot from Dele Alli. Dangerman already 2 good shots from him, and he's hit the post there. He's getting ever closer to the back of the net. I just saw that there was an opportunity to put it back there for him. I don't know how he's managed to squeeze that one through, but just by the skin of their teeth, still 1-1. And we concede a second there, and it's absolutely dreadful. It's pinball in there. Again, I feel a little bit let down by the animation, but Leon Bailey, I think that's 2 shots on target and 2 goals for Leverkusen, and they've really punished us when they've been given the opportunities. It's a very frustrating goal for us to concede as well, to be honest with you. It really is, because I thought nothing was going to come of this after we'd got the ball, but it's just the way it pinballed. I wish Lloris had held on to it, and I just feel like the movement. We come to block the corner off, and it wasn't like a dreadful defence. It's a good header, but look, nobody is alert to the ball, and I do think question marks on Lloris there. I really do. And it's a long hill to climb now. We had this with Man City, where it was a big hill to climb, but this is even bigger. I don't know if we can get back into this. Although, Son may get to the ball here. He does in the end. What can we do? If I could get a goal back straight away, Gareth Bale now. I'll play that wide to Doherty. I shouldn't have had a crack with it. It was a terrible opportunity. I should have played it across. we've just created so much. It's very frustrating to be 2-0 in this situation. It really is, because we've had the best opportunities. Well, we're going to have to get the disappointment of that first half behind us. 2 Leon Bailey goals. He's been fantastic. And Tottenham just have not been able to find the back of the net in this one. And it is extremely frustrating. Hopefully, a better second half. And we need something really from Harry Kane. Not been fantastic for us so far. Dele Alli, though, did look very bright in that game. I managed to win it back here with Regulon. I can see Harry Kane making a run in, and he does hit it, and it's hit the goalkeeper, and they save it, and it's like they're a cat. They've got like 10 lives, or is it 9 lives? 9 lives out here. This is ridiculous. We're 2-0 down at this stage. I'm going to bring in the changes, and I'm actually going to bring Harry Kane and Gareth Bale off. I think we just rest them for the league games. I think this is a little bit of a lost cause. It does very much feel like we just will not find the back of the net against this team. They're being mighty good against us, and it is proving more and more difficult to get anything past them. You've seen the amount of opportunities we've had in this game, especially compared to their opportunities. They've just been far the more clinical side, and we're just struggling. So I'd rather we save the fresh legs for the next match and chalk this one down, unfortunately. If we can get a comeback, it'd be fantastic, but we'll have to do it with the players on the pitch. We put them in a difficult position there, though. Badu! Oh, he's hit the post as well. We've hit the post twice in this game now. And I'm telling you, it's just not our day. I can sense it. The amount of opportunities we've had that have not hit the back of the net. You could just feel it sometimes, you know. We forced him into a mistake there, and Badu gets a good opportunity, but he hits the post. Well, since we're resting players, I'm going to bring Son off and bring Bergwijn on. I really am now just confined to the idea that this is going to be our result today. Nothing is falling our way. Managed to get the ball wide here with Doherty. I'm going to switch it to the inside, and I will get it on the inside, and we do score. There is maybe an opportunity. Can I go and pick the ball up here? We do go and pick the ball up. Lucas Moura has come on the pitch and got a goal. That sense of urgency out of nowhere. Great ball pulled back by Doherty. And maybe out of nowhere, we may be able to bring this one back. This is a great bit of play. It's Lucas Moura that plays in Doherty, and he just pulls that back. Nice drag back for him, and he can slot it in. Great goal. Maybe, just maybe, we're on for a 2-2. Got the ball wide again with Doherty. I'm going to have to pull this back again, though. He's been pushed and shoved all over the park here, but I do manage to find a player. Oh, and I just couldn't get that ball out of my feet, and I think that is probably going to be it, unless there is something crazy that is going to happen right now. And we win the ball back in a ridiculously good position. That will be it. 2-1 defeat. We just couldn't find the back of the net consistently enough there. You saw so many opportunities, hitting the post twice. Dele Alli had a decent game. We certainly have come off on the wrong end of that result, I feel. We were probably the better side. We just had 2 very clinical moments, and we had some terrible defence for their second goal. Well, frustrating defeat there, but surprisingly, Juventus have drawn with Ghent. So, who'd have seen that one coming? I'm just really devastated. We didn't manage to get that goal there. We honestly were on top for the majority of that game. Just terrible defending at 2 key moments, and that cost us that match, really. And against teams like Bayer Leverkusen, they will punish us. But onwards and upwards. Leeds next in the league. Right, guys, so this will be the squad for today's game against Leeds. We're going to try Badu as a shadow striker. Bergwijn's coming in on the left. We're going to play Eric Dyer today, as well as Davis and Aria are going to get their first games. A few other players have downwards arrows and just not up for today's game. So we brought in the changes. It's still a very solid team, though, to come up against this Leeds squad today. The ratings aren't too bad for Leeds, though. I will give them that. I'm looking forward to playing against them and seeing that beautiful kit. Obviously, they still have Ben White and Gaetano Berardi, who aren't at the club anymore. None of the new players, which is a bit of a shame, but let's see how we get on today against Leeds United, and hopefully, unfortunately, as much as this will pain me, we get off and get a victory after that terrible first result. We lost both games in both episodes so far. The first games, very frustrating. So back to Premiership action now at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And look at that beautiful Leeds away kit there. Looking fantastic. I'm excited for today's game. Hopefully we can get a decent result. We really need to bounce back, and I'm expecting us to. We did play extremely well in that last game. We lost, but we played well. As we can see already, Leeds are going to start this game playing very defensively, which I suppose should be expected. I'm going to run at them instantly here with Gareth Bale and see what they've got. And I managed to nick They get a good deflection there, actually. I thought I'd managed to just nip that ball over the top of the defender's foot, but unfortunately not. It'll be interesting to see how Davis and Serge Aurier get on today. As we've noticed, Reguilon has been an absolute superstar for me so far. So it'll be interesting to see how the other two do. Doherty played very well in that last game, given the cutback and the beautiful run that led to our goal with Lucas Moura. So we'll see, and I need something out of Harry Kane today. He knows that. He's only got one goal so far this season. He's been, I don't know, we haven't really created him good enough opportunities for me to be really mad at him, but he just needs to do a little bit more, I reckon, just a little bit more. But Leeds playing extremely well here at the start of this game, and they will get the ball across. It's well held in the end by Lloris, and we can move the ball forward. A little bit nervous there for a second, just a little bit. Great opportunity as well. We've got to remember for Steven Bergwijn today, or Bergwijn. I've always called him Bergwijn, but the commentators seem to call him Bergwijn, so we'll go with that for today's game. But yeah, massive game for him. I could really do with him having a decent one. Let's get the ball in here. No, we won't. We'll get it to the edge of the box, and it'll find nobody. That was a terrible ball in there. Awful by Serge. He needs to do better than that if the game's supposed to continue, because it's a big part of our game is driving that ball into the box like that. And yeah, I'm not really sure what he was trying to do there, but I did spot Harry Kane, and he will get the shot off. It should be 1-0 Spurs there, I'm not going to lie. Oh, wow. Well done, Gareth Bale. Can we get a better one now in by Serge? We do. Oh, and it's a good header there from Badu. We've got two good forward-thinking players attacking that Leeds defence today in Badu and Harry Kane. So hopefully more of the same. But that should have been 1-0 Tottenham. And I'm hoping we're not about to suffer the same issue that we had in the last game, where we just couldn't find the back of the net. See if Leeds can do anything from the free kick. They do whip the ball in to a dangerous position, and he will be able to chest it down, which I'm not very happy about. And we will stand off him, but we've got the blockers in there, and it'll be a Leeds United corner. I don't have too much height on the pitch to Leeds, so these kind of set pieces, they just shouldn't bother us, but you never know. We haven't been fantastic at defending them. Look at the Leon Bailey goal in the last game, and I don't know if we've been great at defending that one, but we managed to get away with it now. Oh, Leeds are in here, and oh, Lloris comes out and does well, and we've got to be a bit more careful now, I think. We really do. I think we've got to be a lot more careful. And I'm going to whip the ball out wide here and see what Davis can do. It's his first opportunity running down this wing. And I could see Bergwijn making that run, but it was a fantastic tackle by Luke Ayling. And Leeds are not lying down easy here. They're actually playing really well, making life very difficult for me at this stage in time. We need to push them back. We need to be the pressure team, not Leeds. And that's not been the case towards the second patch of this first half. I've got the ball nicely here with Bergwijn, though. I should have played in Bale. I'll have a shot with Bergwijn, though, but he will put it wide. I've also been looking at some other styles of shooting, like finesse shots, and I might start trying to use them a little bit more. He did well there, though, to hold off his defender. And there we go, half-time 0-0, and we have struggled again to break the deadlock, and Leeds have actually looked pretty decent on the counter. A little bit worrying. You will notice that not all the faces are in the game, so a lot of the Leeds players do not look like the Leeds players, but obviously as data packs come out, they will look a lot more like themselves. I make a couple of subs here. We're going to bring on Lucas Moura. He came on and scored in the last game. Unlucky for Badu. And Juan Foyth is going to come on the pitch as well. And let's see if we can break the deadlock here. I really do think we can. I just need to find that goal. And what can Kane do here? He's going to play it back to Bergwijn, who does score. And it's all key work from the throw-in there. The changes have been made, but Bergwijn gets his first goal for me in this Spurs career mode. And Harry Kane had a key part. Maybe I should have taken the shot on here with Harry Kane. I was nervous that he was going to be more touch tight, so I rolled it back. And in the end, it worked. A nice, easy finish there for Bergwijn. And I'm more than happy about that. We really needed to break the deadlock. It's a great ball there as well, actually, from Gareth Bale. And a nice finish. Oh, it's a deflection. It's the deflection that does the goalkeeper. I didn't realise that. Very lucky for us, actually. Won the ball back in a good position there. The link-up play with Harry Kane now has been second class. And Gareth Bale on the volley there nearly scores. And they will knock it out for a corner. And I'm excited now about the way we're playing. This was a great ball. I'm starting to utilise Harry Kane more to link-up play. And it certainly is when we play our best football. And yeah, Gareth Bale there with a decent shot, but well saved. As well as he's played, Gareth Bale is going to come off the pitch. I just don't want any injuries. He's a bit of an older man these days, so he's not played as much football, obviously, there at Real Madrid. And I've already had one injury for him, and I felt like we missed him a lot when he's been injured. He does create a lot. He gets into some really tricky positions, so I really don't want a game where he's not on the pitch. Leeds coming forward now, though, and we have a lot of men here in the centre. What can we do? We need to be smart here. And we will win the ball back with Harry Winks. What can Harry Winks do with it? We've got some options. I do see a runner up there. It is Eric Lamela. I will then play through Harry Kane, who's in a really good position here. And that is great defensive work in the end. Harry Kane fought every second for that ball. But this is great defense in the end. I mean, you don't want Harry Kane running at you. You don't want him creating an opportunity like this. Those defenders did very well to get tight to him. He managed to get a shot off in the end, but it was blocked. Bergwijn's going to pick that up, and I did see the run of Lucas Moura. Oh, Bergwijn's got this in a good position. Oh, it's just hit the side net in there from Bergwijn. Nearly his second goal for him in this game, and Kiko Casillas got to be frustrated because it's been all Spurs. A lot of Leeds mistakes in this second half, which is a big shame for them because they really held their own in the first half. Well, Leeds are actually going to have a corner here in the dying moments, and we have conceded from a corner, so this game is not over yet, and we certainly should have scored more. I will tell you one thing, Lucas Moura again has looked superb since he came on the pitch. His pressing ability and just the way he forces the issue has been a real problem for Leeds there, and I think this will probably be game over. I think we've managed to get a decent result here. We've rotated the side a little bit. Bergwijn with a goal. A little bit lucky with the deflection, but nothing more than we've earned, really. We played very well in that game, to be honest with you. So I'm very, very happy with that one right there, guys. A 1-0 victory against Leeds United. Well, I'm not going to lie, guys. I was a little bit worried about that game there against Leeds. They played really well that first half, and it was so scrappy. I couldn't get the ball back. I couldn't get anything going. But honestly, Lucas Moura just adds a lot of impact. He's such a quick, pacey player and at winning the ball back. Fantastic. But let's pick the team now for the game against Sheffield United. As you can see there, we're 5th in the league, currently on 6 points. Obviously, it's very early days. And obviously, the exciting impact is in the next episode, we will play against Juve. Right, guys, so we've made some changes for this game because a few players aren't up for it, and we have another game in 2 days' time, which is a bit of a shame. The usual Harry Kane starting up top. Son is now going to play on the right. I'm going to rest Bale. He's a little bit tired and not very much up for this game. Bergwijn is going to start again on the left, though. Great game from him. Badu again as shadow striker. I'm thinking that could definitely work, that Badu could rotate with the shadow striker role, and then we've always got another striker in case Harry Kane gets injured. Winks and Ndombele in centre mid. I haven't really used Ndombele enough, to be honest with you, and he is very good, and he was solid on PES 2020. We've gone with Gedson as centre back. No, we have not. That is not. I want Tandanga as centre back, not Gedson. I don't know why it's made that change. But that will be the lineup for today's game. Doherty and Reguilon back in, although I was quite impressed with Aurier. And I'm intrigued to see how they play. Sheffield United, for me, play really well organised in real life. So we'll see how they come across on PES. So, an away day here at Bramall Lane against Sheffield United. I'm looking forward to playing against them. They had a very good season last year. I'm intrigued to see how they get on this year. But obviously, there's no changes apart from the rating changes for them in this game. I think this should be one that we look at to win, but I know full well that Sheffield United are a tricky side. I think they even caused Spurs issues in real life last season in the second game they played. So let's see how we get on today. A little bit of a rotation because of the fixture congestion, but nonetheless, a team like Spurs needs to have good enough depth that fixture congestion isn't really an issue. We need to get used to playing those midweek games and then weekend games. I'm intrigued to see how we do without Gareth Bale on the pitch, because I'm not going to lie, I thought he was... Well, he caused a lot of problems in that last game for the defence, the opposition defence. And that's what I liked about him the most. It wasn't maybe necessarily his ability to score. It was his ability really to get in behind and cause problems, which gave us a lot of freedom with Serge because the defence were worrying so much about what Bale was doing. Son should have a similar impact, but we'll find out. So notice that Sheffield United are attacking in this game from the outset as I get the ball wide here with Son, and Son is a very good runner. What can Son do here? I managed to get very good. And there he is, Harry Kane. I don't know what very good means, but Harry Kane is very good. Son is very good. And that is 1-0 Tottenham at the start of this game. And this is exactly what we needed and exactly what he needed, because he hasn't been delivering the goods of late. And this was fantastic. I just played the ball wide to Son, and I knew if I run at the defence, they would struggle with him. He's very difficult to knock off the ball. And no one's marking Harry Kane. I don't know who came up with this team, because it weren't Chris Wilder, because there isn't a man touch tight to Harry Kane there. He's got all the room, space and time in the world, and it's a fantastically taken header. The goalkeeper doesn't stand a chance. 1-0, I don't know what that celebration is, but 1-0 Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Sheffield United are playing attacking in this game. Now, I don't know if because they're playing attacking, it's given us a lot of room. Now, Man City played attacking, and that gave us a lot of room. And you could see what we did with that room. And what we got to remember is Sheffield United definitely don't have the same level of attacking threat as Badu was running towards that. The same level of attacking threat. So, I'm a little bit worried if that's the correct decision for them to make, because we're going to be given way too much space when attacking this Sheffield United back line. Way too much space, and they're standing off Bergwijn here, which is an interesting one, but I can't manage the fake shot. I'm still working on timings with that fake shot. It's taking a little bit more than usual. You've just got to figure out the animation speed, but so far so good. Oh, what a ball, and Son will hit it. It's well deflected though. They need to be careful here. I think we could do some real damage to Sheffield United if they continue playing the game like this. I'm sure they will adjust to how we're playing, as we don't need to adjust to how they're playing, because it's been easy sailing, plain sailing so far. Harry Kane and Son playing well there, and Son is in. Oh, Son scores it. Well, beautiful play between Son and Harry Kane. It's roles reversed. Son played the ball to Kane for the first goal, and now Kane plays the ball to Son for the second. And honestly, Sheffield United look all out of sorts at the back. Look at this play. They were just so easy to break down. I waited for Son to make the run. I was never in doubt that he would finish it. He's been fantastic for us so far. 2-0 Tottenham. They've come off attacking now, which is nice to see. And they really needed to come off attacking, because whatever game mindset they had and game management mindset they had at the start of this game, it wasn't the right one. Coming and attacking us with the kind of attacking pace and flair players we've got caused them way too many issues here, and they've not really done on the front foot either, if we're being honest. I haven't had to worry. I would have thought they'd have been playing a lot scrappier. See if Sheffield United can do anything from the free kick. Distance dribbled already. Bergwijn is well ahead of everybody, and they do go for the spectacular, but it's not going to come off. And Bergwijn may have been ahead of everybody, and this is why, because he's on it again, and he plays a beautiful ball to Son. Oh, this is trouble now. This is real trouble. Can Son pull it into Harry Kane? He can, and he tries to turn and shoot. Striker's instinct. Maybe I should have touched the ball on again one more, but I just couldn't resist. I had to go for that one. Sheffield United have just started going a little bit longer with the ball to Oli McBurney, who goes close there, and he's still got it, and he does score it. And again, it's those second balls that we fail to pick up. And Sheffield United change up the game plan. They've started going a little bit longer. McBurney started causing us a few problems, and now it is 2-1. Sheffield United are back in this game. Well, that'll be it, guys. Half-time, and although we had a blistering start, Sheffield United did manage to get a goal back, and they have changed their style of play now. They're playing a much longer ball. They're not playing out from the back anymore, and it's certainly had an impact in this game. I am loving that is a change that has just happened. That is fantastic that they made that change. But I think we're more than good enough to win this. We've caused enough problems for them. So, with us playing a game in a few days, I've made the decision to bring off Harry Kane, bring Dele Alli on now as the shadow striker, and play Badu up top. I hope it doesn't come back to bite me in the bottom, but we do need to rest Harry Kane. He's played a lot of minutes already. I want to manage his minutes. I don't want him getting injured in any way, shape or form. That would be dreadful. Managed to move the ball wide here to Alderweireld, and I'll get that back into Son, and the goalkeeper does save it, but Badu is in there. They need to get the ball out here, do Sheffield United. Reguilon now with the ball in. Oh, Badu there nearly getting his first goal. You know when it looks like I'm about to score a very good goal, because the reaction is just nothing but pure joy. Oh, I genuinely thought that was going in the back of the net. That would have been an unbelievable goal for him to have scored. I would have been so happy for him. But unfortunately, it was not to be. But we are playing very good again now. Very, very good again. But I've been playing very patient this second half. I haven't looked to rush things. I'm just doing my best not to concede, really. I'd rather see out a 2-1 victory, a little bit Mourinho-esque here, than see a 2-2 draw. So we have kind of been taking it easy. We've taken the second half off, that's for sure. What can I do here, though, with Doherty? They've stood off Son there, haven't they? He does get the tackling, though. It's a fantastic tackle, actually, in the end. A very, very good tackle. I managed to get a run now for Dele Alli, and I will hit this first time, and Dele Alli scores an absolute screamer, and that will be the game, and Dele Alli comes on and gets a goal, and that's what we need from Dele Alli. We need more of the past Dele Alli, and that was superb. A very fantastic goal there for him. I just spotted the run. The movement in midfield again was fantastic. They've started committing a few more men forward. As you could see, they tried to press me there, and on both occasions, and Dele Alli then ended up with so much freedom. I thought I'm going to hit that first time, and I did, and he scores an absolute worldie there. It's the pressure that they tried to commit players into that probably left them wide open, and Dele Alli, oh God, he hit that really sweet. A free kick in an okay position here. Let's see what they can do. They will whip it up. Oh, and an overhead kick. It was a spectacular, but Oliver McBurney is not that good and couldn't get the finish. Oh, I couldn't find him. Oh, they've made a mistake. Badou's going to find Ali. Ali again on his... Oh, that's a great shot. That's a great shot, but they made a mistake there. They had a lapse of judgment and fell asleep at the back here. I don't know who it was, but I just couldn't get the run right with Badou there. I knew I was going to run it into trouble, so I had to square it. Well played from Badou, though. Didn't give up until the last second. They're committing a lot of men forward now, so it's giving us these opportunities. We'll take this corner, and I imagine this will probably be one of the last plays of the game. Let's see what we can do. Son whips it in. Badou is in there. Oh, it lands to Tanganga. Imagine that if he'd have got a goal there. That'd have been unbelievable for him. Dele Alli, though, picks the ball up. Ryan Sessegnon, who we brought on, will have a shot. Now we'll go to the goalkeeper, and I imagine we will be hearing the full-time whistle any moment, and we do. A 3-1 victory here for Sheffield United, so 2 league game wins in this episode. Well, a much easier result there for us against Sheffield United. What I did like, though, is how they changed their style of play. That was, for me, something you don't see on many football games. I'm a PES noob these days. I apologise if this is normal in PES, but the way they played their style of football to counteract how many gaping holes they were leaving for us was fantastic, but a good victory nonetheless. 3-1. Man City beat Leeds 3-1. Leicester beat West Ham 2-0. Burnley West Brom 2-0 to Burnley. 4-0 to Newcastle over Chelsea. 1-0 Southampton over Fulham. Brighton beat Villa. Arsenal drew with Crystal Palace. Liverpool beat Everton in the Merseyside derby, and Wolves and Man United drew 0-0. So the table as it stands at the moment, we're in 4th place, and if we finished in 4th place at the end of this season, I would be more than happy with that. I genuinely think we've got a decent squad. I think we could do well. It's difficult when you're spreading yourself across several different games. I'm not sure how good Europe's going to go, but look at that. Crystal Palace in 3rd and Man United at Everton in 19th, but obviously you've got to remember they don't have their new signings. Man United in 10th. It's very early days though in this season. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of this Spurs Master League. If you were enjoying it, please subscribe and hit the like button. And ding the ding-dong bell. I don't know. I hear other YouTubers say it. Do that and you get to see the notification when I go live. It's simples, isn't it? Anyway, guys, we're going to play against West Brom, Juventus, and Newcastle in the next episode. I appreciate you all. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really enjoying this game, and the more and more I play it and learn the nuances and the gameplay, oh, it's very good. It is very, very good.